Andrew Susac. We have a shortage of catcher swag on what pros wear, so I'm trying to up my game here with a big league catcher. Can you tell me just like about your glove, like maybe how you break it in, what glove you wear? Do you have it with you right now that you could maybe just show it? Do you have it?
I got some.
Yeah, even if it's not the gamer.
Yeah, so
All-Star.
Here's one All-Star. I like mine a little floppier than most. A lot of guys like it real hard, but the more use, the better for me. I just feel safer, I guess. Anything where I feel like a ball's going to come out, I won't take into a game. But I've always used All-Star my whole life. Love them. I don't think I'll ever use another type of glove. They've been good to me, and really enjoy the way these things break in. It's not a long process, but they seem to maintain their good leather. And like I said, I've used the same glove now. This will be the third year I've used it. So as long as you take care of it, it'll take care of you.
Yeah. So All-Star to me is such an interesting company because there's not a lot of sports where a company can specialize in one position so much. Like, they're a catcher's company. They have tons of guys in the big leagues that use them, and they probably don't have like the big marketing budgets that other companies do. So it's even more impressive that they've gotten this far. What is it about All-Star?
Well, I think that's a testament to the company and how good their equipment actually is the fact that you nailed it on the head. They don't have the marketing budget, and they can't pay guys to use their gear as much as the Nikes and Under Armours of the world. And being a Nike guy pretty much my whole career, All-Star's always been kind of in the background and taking care of me when I needed it to. And I eventually made the switch last year to All-Star, which was like putting on the Cadillac compared to the Honda. The quality of gear is second to none.
So you had you were wearing a different brand of glove?
No, I've always used All-Star glove, but I was a Nike client for my first 6 years of baseball. And Nike was great to me too as well, and just felt like I needed some extra protection back there, and I think All-Star makes the optimal product for a catcher.
Gotcha. So for like the chest protector, and you probably don't have that in your locker, though.
No, I don't. It's out in my bag.
Okay. How about your footwear? I think that's a really important thing for catchers, and I have no idea what goes into that. So what do you need?
So I'm real particular about my cleats and my shoes. I still use Nike. These are kind of the turfs that we wear during the field. This is their new Lunar Lawn or whatever. Huarache, I think that's Huarache.
Yeah, Alpha Huarache, I think is what they're called.
And then I'm particular about the cleats. These are throwbacks to 2014.
Yeah, now.
The molded. I only use molded. My feet hurt if I use spikes. So these are the 2K Fresh 2014. I still wear them now. That's why I always save my cleats. Having played for the Giants for 5-6 years, it seems fitting that I came back to an orange and black team. So I always had these in the garage, so I just grabbed them and brought them in. But Nike seems to be going back to their older style cleats, and with the Huaraches, the Coopers, and the Clippers coming back out, seems like they're starting to get a vibe from players and what they like too.
Yeah. So you said it. Your feet would hurt if you were wearing metal.
Yeah.
I can't help but think of Buster Posey when you were talking about the molded cleats.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever kind of talk about your equipment, you and Buster? Did you ever kind of get into like the tools of the trade?
He wears molds too. The thing with molds is they're optimal if you have a good plate surface. If it's sandy and there's no clay and you can't dig in, you go to some AAA parks, AA, and molds just ain't gonna cut it. Whether it's no moisture on the ground, you don't get good traction. But pretty much every big league park is pretty sweet home plate, so the molds work fine, just like spikes. For me, the spikes just kill my feet, and I feel like I get too stuck back there. They really grip in there, and just not for me. So I think I made the full switch to molds 24/7 about 4 years ago. Before that, I was spikes, molds in practice, just trying to keep my feet alive. And
Yeah.
but I really like the molds. I think that was a big game changer for me.
Kids, it's constant whenever we put something up from the big leagues and they see the molded cleats, they're like, wait, what, how, why? And they don't understand. They think baseball players wear metal cleats, pros definitely wear metal cleats. So it's
Well, I remember when I was a kid, like the coolest thing ever was going from Little League plastics to spikes, and you know, you go to high school and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm a big leaguer, I got to wear spikes now. And the more and more you play, the more and more the wear and tear on your body, you got to find ways to figure it out what works for you. And some people swear that molded cleats just the worst, right? And for some people, it's opposite. So that's
my go-to.
And also, you hit the nail on the head when you said that the MLB parks give you that opportunity. I think for kids, a lot of kids they're not going to have that, because you remember what it was like to play back there when you were a kid. It's like there's this big island, there's this big hole in the ground, and you have to like figure out how to stay on your feet.
Especially when you can tell the grounds crew, hey, I wanted a little more water on there today, and you can really customize the plate to how you like it back there, depending on the grounds crew. You know, most are pretty cool about it.
That's awesome. So how about, like, do you do anything special, or maybe you have picked up, again, I can't help but go back to Buster because he's obviously such a legend, but did he kind of help you how to, like, maybe kind of prepare for the next game, or kind of like recuperate from what you've done the night before?
I think a lot of the stuff I learned from Buster was how to manage a game, just from observing on the sidelines and in the dugout, just how he controlled the staff, how calm he was. It never seemed like he was panicked, and even in, you know, you go to the World Series or playoffs, and it just seemed like it was just another game for him. And it's something I really took from him, is to, you know, take a step back, breathe, really enjoy the moment, and just play your best and play your hardest, and everything else will take care of itself.